Good morning, all my sweet friends, pals, and confidants. Do you just love my long, luxurious hair? Pink hair. Now, I've had many colors of hair in my lifetime. I've been blonde, brunette, redhead, gray, white, purple. I had purple hair one time, but I have never had pink hair, except when I've worn this wig. I love wigs. I have a bunch of them, and I'll show them to you over the next week or so. And then I'll settle on something to do my videos on, a hat or, I don't know. Let me know at the end of this which look is your favorite. This is not my favorite. It's fun and it's funny, but it's not me. It's a little young for this 67, almost 68-year-old, but it's fun. Okay, so do you have your cup? What's in your cup? Mine is Nespresso, from my Nespresso maker, and it is Nicaraguan coffee from my Keurig. Oh, I need to add water to that Keurig. With a pinch of salt. If you don't put a pinch of salt in your coffee, try it. It was a little trick that I learned. Excuse me. It was a little trick that I learned actually just since I've been married. So I've been married 4 months tomorrow. Tomorrow's my anniversary. I need to figure out something for my honey. I'm going to be gone tomorrow because I'm having lunch with my oldest grandson. He's in town visiting, and he's leaving tomorrow. He called me Sunday and said, "Hey, can we get together Tuesday? I'm leaving Tuesday." I'm like, "Really?" And he said he knew that he had to see me or he would not live to see another day. And this is true. This is true. You visit your grandma. My other grandchildren, Jacob, you don't count because I do have to come to you. But the others, Elijah, Noah, Serena, aka Yaya, call you grandma. I miss you guys. I want to see you. None of you, oh, my hair is showing through my hair. None of you live so far away that we can't get together. Elijah's the farthest, and he actually answers my texts. So I'm hoping that Elijah is free this coming weekend when we go to Viola's for dinner with my stepdaughter and her husband and little girl. Hopefully they'll get to meet Elijah. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Elijah was going to check his schedule and let me know. Okay, so we are in Acts. Okay, I'm getting rid of this hair to the back. We are in Acts chapter 25, and I am going to read the whole chapter because it's a short one. Where's my marker? It's a short chapter. It talks about Paul's appeal to Caesar and his time before Agrippa. So here we go. Chapter 25. Now when Festus had come to the province, after 3 days, he went up from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the high priest and the chief priests of the Jews informed him against Paul, and they petitioned him, asking a favor against him, that he would summon him to Jerusalem, where they lay in ambush along the road to kill him. But Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea, and that he himself was going there shortly. Therefore, he said, "Let those who have authority among you go down with me and accuse this man to see if there is any fault in him." And when he had remained among them more than 10 days, he went down to Caesarea. And the next day, sitting on the judgment seat, he commanded Paul to be brought. When he had come, the Jews who had come down from Jerusalem stood about and laid many serious complaints against Paul, which they could not prove. While he answered for himself, neither against the law of the Jews nor against the temple, nor against Caesar have I offended in anything at all. But Festus, wanting to do the Jews a favor, answered Paul and said, are you willing to go to Jerusalem, there to be judged before me concerning these things? So Paul said, I stand at Caesar's judgment seat, where I ought to be judged. To the Jews I have done no wrong, as you very well know, for I am an offender and have committed anything deserving of death. I do not object to dying, but if there is nothing in these things of which these men accuse me, no one can deliver me to them. I appeal to Caesar. He's a Roman citizen, so he has that right. And then Festus, when he had conferred with the council, answered, you have appealed to Caesar you shall go. And after some days, King Agrippa and Bernice came to Caesarea to greet Festus. When they had been there many days, Festus laid Paul's case before the king, saying, there is a certain man left a prisoner by Felix, about whom the chief priests and elders of the Jews informed me when I was in Jerusalem, asking for a judgment against him. To them I answered, it is not the custom of the Romans to deliver any man to destruction before the accused meets the accusers face to face and has opportunity to answer for himself concerning the charge against him. Therefore, when they had come together without delay, the next day I sat on the judgment seat and commanded the man to be brought in. When the accusers stood up, they brought no accusations against him of such things as I supposed, but had some questions against him about their own religion and about a certain Jesus who had died, whom Paul affirmed to be alive. And because I was uncertain of such questions, I asked whether he was willing to go to Jerusalem, there to be judged concerning these matters. But when Paul appealed to be reserved for the decision of Augustus, I commanded him to be kept till I could send him to Caesar. Then Agrippa said to Festus, I also would like to hear the man for myself. Tomorrow, he said, you shall hear him. So the next day, when Agrippa and Bernice had come with great pomp and had entered the auditorium with the commanders and prominent men of the city, at Festus' command, Paul was brought in. And Festus said, King Agrippa and all the men who are here present with us, you see this man about whom the whole assembly of the Jews petitioned me, both in Jerusalem and here, crying out that he was not fit to live any longer. But when I found that he had committed nothing deserving of death, and that he himself had appealed to Augustus, I decided to send him. I have nothing certain to write to my Lord concerning him, therefore I have brought him out before you, especially before you, King Agrippa, so that after the examination was taken place, I may have something to write. For it seems to me unreasonable to send a prisoner and not to specify the charges against him. So now Paul is before King Agrippa, and he's going to talk to him. The next chapter, we're going to get into his conversation with Agrippa, and Paul kind of gives his biography of what he's been through, who he is, all that good stuff. So that'll be interesting for you all to hear. I hope that you're reading along with me, that you have your Bible, and I pray that you're getting something out of it. I pray that you're enjoying this silliness. Oh, please comment, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. You take care. Bye.